Mangal, Prabhat, Lodha, Honorable Minister for Skill, Employment, Entrepreneurship and Innovation Department, Srimati Manisha Varma ji, Additional Chief Secretary, Dr. Apurva Palkar, Vice Chancellor of Ratan, Tata, Maharashtra State Skill University, Srimati Smita Dasgupta, Senior Vice President and MD, Hewlett Packard India, Dr. Samit Saini, Commissioner Skill Development, Dr. Prashantji, Secretary to the Governor, Dr. C.S. Ramamurthy, Joint Secretary to the Governor, Dr. Srikant Patil, CEO, Maharashtra State Innovation Society, Dr. Bhairav Narawade, Registered Ratan Tata, Maharashtra State Skills University, distinguished guests, industry leaders, investors, mentors, entrepreneurs, innovators, members of academia, and my young friends. I am pleased to be with you at the inauguration of this day-long event, Startup Frontier 1.0, organized by the Ratan Tata Maharashtra State Skills University. The theme of this meeting, fueling innovations, creating impact. We have ideas and we are also innovating. Somehow innovations are not getting translated into impactful solutions and enterprises. The conference is therefore timely and highly relevant. And I understand that an interesting mix of panel of discussion, MOU signing, launch of labs, startup exhibition, and felicitation of college principals have been organized during the event today. I congratulate the Ratan Tata Maharashtra State Skills University, the MSSU, iSpark Foundation Incubator, and the Maharashtra State Innovation Society for curating this wonderful platform. Friends, we are living in a period where economic progress is determined by the ability to convert knowledge into solutions, challenges into opportunities, and ideas into enterprises. Countries like Singapore, Israel, and Switzerland are prime examples of countries that lack significant natural resources. Even then, they thrive entirely on human capital, technological innovation, and enterprise. These countries import raw materials and convert them into high-value exports. We in India are at a distinct advantage. We are blessed with abundant natural resources, a vast pool of talented human capital, and one of the world's most vibrant startup ecosystems. Platforms such as Startup Frontier bring together all the essential pillars of innovation, government, academia, industry, investors, and entrepreneurs. Traditionally, universities are assessed by degrees they confer. Universities of the future will be judged by the innovation they nurture, the intellectual property they generate, the startup they support, and the impact they create on society. I remember when we were very young, and Lal Bahadur Shastri ji was our Prime Minister. He gave us a very nice slogan those days, Jai Jawan, Jai Kisan. And many years later came Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee, and he added to the slogan, Jai Jawan, Jai Kisan, Jai Vigyan. And after over a decade came our present Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji, and he elaborated on the concept. Jai Jawan, Jai Kisan, Jai Vigyan, and Jai Anusandhan. This is the age of innovation, of enterprise, of creating job givers more than job seekers. And in my college days, I remember reading a book actually, very, very prophetic book by the renowned author Alvin Toffler. It was known as Power Shift, a very famous book. And he defined how power will be shifted. I am talking about 50 years back. And he said, the power will shift from land and land holdings to knowledge. And knowledge will be the greatest capital. And that is what it is. As the Honorable Minister was saying, skilling is important. And startups are important. But we must take it to the furthest corner. It must benefit those who most need it. Then we will be creating an equitable society. A society that is equal. And that is the dream, the main foundation of Viksit Bharat. I keep telling all the audience that I meet that Viksit Bharat is not a concept of getting rich only. It's a concept of creating wealth. Wealth, physically, mentally, and spiritually. That is the concept of Viksit Bharat. And we have this tendency to translate everything into English. Perhaps the word Viksit does not have an English equivalent. We are either translated into developed, or sometimes progressive, sometimes into something else. Wealthy. It is not that. Viksit is Viksit. It is defined by the concept of the Rig Veda, Sarve Bhavantu Sukhina, Sarve Santu Nirama, Sarve Bhadrani Paschanti, Ma Kaschit Dukkha Bharavai. Let everyone be happy. Let all be free from disease. Let all minds be progressive. That is the concept of Viksit Bharat. And that is also the concept of the Prime Minister made popular. Many people thought it was a slogan. It was not a slogan because we are very used to hearing slogans. Slogans don't have a purpose. It is purpose to become popular. So when the Prime Minister said, Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas, Sabka Vishwas, Sabka Prayas, it was not a slogan. It was a mantra that was simplified from the Rig Veda, Sarve Bhavantu Sukhina. And universities like this have a great role to play. I was sitting next to the Special Chief Secretary, or Additional Chief Secretary, and she was telling me that Maharashtra has the largest number of startups. It is very encouraging to know that the youth of this country is aspiring. Aspiring to innovate. Aspiring to travel down paths that have not been traveled. And that is the spirit of education. If education is empowerment, skill is more empowerment. And how do we take down the skill to the last man? How do we follow that policy of last man first? As the minister was saying, how can we take it down to the tribal areas? How can we link the indigenous wisdom with the market today? And it will help both. It will help the market and the tribe. It is not a one-way traffic. Nothing is anything one way does not survive. In nature or in life, anything one way does not survive. Like today we are talking about climate change. Today we have come to understand that if you exploit nature, nature will exploit you. institutions like this need to deliberate on matters as such. How do we expand our roles? How do we reach out to those people who need your hand? How do we inspire the generations to come? And it is very encouraging to see that today role models are not old people like me. They are youngsters. They are the achievers, they are the role models. They are supplying the oxygen to the society. That is one of the greatest achievements, I think, that we have made in this great nation. Our people, and it is required. It is required to skill. It is the most important thing now. We have to use AI. We are on the threshold of a great transformation. And we are a very, very large nation. And we have to think how to use that AI with a purpose. And with ethics, with morals. Technology without moral is a ship without a rudder, I say. And that is where our nation has to take the lead. How to innovate, how to use technology with a moral, with ethics, so that it is inclusive of everyone. And I must thank the Honorable Minister inviting me here. It is always very nice to speak to students. It is always nice to speak to students and youngsters, because I remember when I was quite young, and I keep telling this to all students I meet across all over the nation, that I was a young political activist, and we were called by Atalji, and we were very excited because he was a great speaker, a very beautiful orator, and it was held in Guwahati, and he told us that a very famous journalist had come to see him and asked him, Prime Minister, what would be the future of India? You tell us. And he said, you're wasting your time here. Why did you come here to know the future of India? If you must know the future of India, visit our universities. The dreams in the eyes of the youngsters is the future of India. The dreams in the eyes of the youngsters is the future of India, not in the files on my table. They are certainly not the future of India. So whenever I get a chance to meet students, I always enjoy it after I remember Atalji. And I realize that in your eyes I can see the future of 2047. I don't know I'll be around or not. But we can see it in advance in your eyes. Your aspirations, your spirit of entrepreneurship, your efforts to create a just society is something that we can see in the eyes of the students of today. And I wish you all the best. And I'm sure this university will go from greatness to greatness. And Mr. Lodha, one of the first ministers I met in Raj Bhavan, in the Lok Bhavan, and his first function was held under his, I think, guidance. It was nice. And we'll meet you again and wish you all the health, wealth and progress. Thank you. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat, Jai Bharat.